Hi, welcome. My name is Edie. I'm a psychic medium, and I'm going to be doing some readings this evening for Virgo, the sign of Virgo. I've done all the astrological signs individually, and this is the last one that I'm going to read for. A little bit later this evening, on this new show that I'm doing on Wednesday evening, the live shows, I'm going to be doing a collective reading continuously on Wednesday evenings at 8 p.m. Tonight I'm going to do it for the collective because of the Pluto transit. So that's going direct this evening, and just before it goes direct, I wanted to do readings for everybody. So this is a gift, an opening gift for this energy for all of you. So it's rather exciting. As I was doing the pre-shuffle here, the hour that I'm working with is working with the energy of Venus and working on the dream time. So we're going to pull out energies that you're working on the astral plane down into the physical life and see what it is up there that you're working with on the angelic energies or your spirit guides or whatever is working with you. We're going to see what's going on in that area so that we can delve a little further into the areas of your love life. So welcome to the Venus energy of this flow, and we're going to see here what is coming out for you, Virgos. So I'm really sensing energies wanting to make themselves known to you. And I'm feeling that like there's some hidden energies going on. So we're going to pull them out. Just trying to get the order here of what they're going in here. So, what I'm sensing here, Virgo, is that there has been a feeling of family situations and things that have sort of kept you imprisoned and chained to a situation and responsibilities. And I'm sensing that with that, you're able to move through these situations, but they haven't been very pleasant and very easy to work through, Virgo. I feel like in the last month, you've had a lot of ideas about just running away. That's sort of what I'm feeling. Oh, poor Virgos. So I feel like a lot of energies have been overwhelming, and you've been dealing even, I feel like, with some serious health issues, Virgo, that are coming to a close. So anybody who's dealing with chronic health issues, I feel like that's foremost in the dream time. And because of it, I feel like you may not even be dreaming as much as you usually do, but you do have senses and inklings about dreams. And I'm sort of sensing too, also here, that you're having a lot of actually sexual dreams is what I'm sensing here, Virgo. So you're coming out of an energy of all this analytical, from Virgo season, all this analytical about the self and organizing and fixing and taking care of health, or maybe even elderly. I feel like parents, some people are dealing with that, or grandparents. And I'm sensing real sickness going on here. And so you're coming out of that and releasing that imprisonment that has kept you caged and not being able to work in your love life. I feel like you have good friendship, good support, and you may even have some good dreams about your friends as well. And their advice during your dream time, I'm sensing is valid and good. But in the real life, I don't know if you trust their. It's weird. It's like you don't trust them in the physical, but on the dream time, you're really listening to them. So there's probably past life connections with your friends there. And I am sensing also the loss of feminine energy, like maybe a mother, or even a relationship. You may be male here, Virgo, and you may be missing. I'm sensing that you may be missing a past love. I feel like there was a relationship that broke up that you're longing for. you've gone the distance for in the past, but it sort of hasn't manifested the way you want it to. It didn't work out. I feel like you've gone on some planned on, you've been traveling quite a bit lately, but I feel like you're settling down in October and doing more meditative energy work for yourself. So, oh, they're over here. Okay, I want to pull out the energy of what's happening on the earth plane, dealing with the energy of the spirit realm, but working down here in the physical, how it's manifesting itself. You know, there's a lot of cards falling out here. You guys are no exception of the jumping cards here, Virgo. So, sensing that is going on for you. Okay. You may have been dealing with a family member who is very narcissistic, is what I'm sort of sensing. And it has sort of forced you to look at things within the self. I'm really seeing this, and it has affected your love life. I feel like you've rejected some things in your love life that you don't want. You are sort of mastering the energy of the devil. You're conquering things that you don't want. You're saying no to things for the first time. I feel like you've done so in the past, but it's done, you really have bent things that you wanted, and sensing that, Virgos, that you have bent things that you've wanted in life, and you're no longer willing to wear that mask anymore. You're willing to show people that you're holding some cards here, and you're willing to put them forth in a correct manner. You're not going to be manipulative or whatever. You're going to be genuine. I am sensing that, you know, some Virgos right now, you may look like your partner may have been very self-centered. Also right now, people may look at you and say you're being very self-centered, but you're actually concerning with yourself with self-care. So let's take a look at the shadow aspect of that. I'm sensing to pull that out. I'm going to use the Phantasmagoria deck here to pull that out. I feel like, you know, your hopes and dreams have been put on hold right now. Maybe you have not been giving yourself self-care, so that's what you need to do. Maybe you've been like holding on to some anger here, Virgo, and you want to let that, you know, it's time to release it, and it's affecting you. I'm also sensing here that you have like a young woman around you that you're sensing that these things may be affecting them negatively. It feels like a young teenager. You may have a teenager daughter or stepdaughter or something of that nature that you're close with, and it's affecting your negativity, is affecting your thinking, your thoughts, maybe some of your actions. Maybe some of you are dealing with addiction issues, is what I'm sensing, and you've mastered them, or even self-centeredness and addiction to different wrong relationships, all these types of things, not being true to yourself, genuinely true to yourself. I feel like you're unmasking a lot of things right now here, Virgo. Okay, so I'm definitely sensing you have the Prince of Knives. So there's been some pain here with expressing yourself. And I'm sensing also like the way you express yourself to this young woman that is in and around you that you have influence over, is you don't want this pain to carry on. But it's like you have to put a little bit of a mask there, but you're mastering it, you're pulling it out. And so we also have here the Magician and the Prince of Scepters. So you're willing to release that energy for this person. So it feels to me like this person's really important to you. If it's your soulmate or this younger person, the influence of your choice in soulmates is going to affect them, and you know it. So you're being cautious and you're being protective over it. That's what I'm sensing here, Virgo. So that's the darker side of things. You know, and so I want to pull out a little bit of Egyptian energy. I was sensing some past life stuff, karmic ties, cleaning up, and this is the Fool. You're embarking on a new adventure. I love that. After that, because that energy was feeling very heavy, and like you've worked through stuff, so I feel like it's really fresh, but you've worked through it, and so you're really ready to embark on a new adventure. So let's see pardon me, what the Egyptian energies want to bring forward to you concerning your love life. So we have the Six of Chalices. I'm just going to pull out a few more so it tells us a little more of the story here, what's happening. We have the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, we have Justice, and we have the Two of Wands. So that you may be dealing with the close of a marriage, I'm sensing, or a committed relationship, a deep one, and you're seeing through the illusions of what is. You're ready to embark on the new soul journey and put this energy behind you. It is, the Justice is sort of coming into balance now. I'm sensing that, you know, financially there's been an equal amount of give and take here. I'm also sensing that your ex is really truly actually still in love with you, but yet they really don't know how to work through things, so they've really carried on in a different journey with a different person, and you're doing the same. As a matter of fact here, Virgo, I'm sensing that you have quite a few choices in life, and you're able to through this energy move through all of that difficulty from the past quite with ease, and your finances are growing, and so I feel like you're ready for it to invite that whole new journey and of soulmate coming in for you. I'm going to pull in the romance angels here, see what they have to say. We haven't had much romance in your life. I feel like maybe you've gone through a little bit of a spell where you're wanting to have romance in your life, but it's not there as to the depth that you would like it, Virgo. Getting to know each other and keep an open mind. So you may have met someone very recently, starting with a new energy that you're not sure about if this is actually a relationship for you. As a matter of fact, I feel like you may have spent some time with this person, and the angelic energies are asking you to keep an open mind. The romance angels are saying, you know, you might want to revisit somebody you've met recently and have spent some time with, because of the way your connection is. I feel like it's a very sexual connection, a very romantic connection, and if you put effort into it, it's a choice that you have right now. That's one choice you have here, Virgo, and let's just go into your other options of what's happening. Okay, so we have heart-to-heart conversation. I feel like you actually are able to express yourself correctly. You stand up for what is good for you. And your finances in career are improving, so you're able to be a little more playful with the person that you're interested in. And I feel like it's you, Virgo, who makes the first step and creates that bridge between you and the person that you genuinely want. You have that heart-to-heart conversation, and it's playful and it's fun, and it might be more well received than what you are open to or were open to in the past regarding this specific relationship. So I'm going to pull out the Sexual Magic Tarot cards here, and I want to see the energy that's influencing you in this department, because the goddess Venus works obviously through sexual energies, and she's helping us master, all humans master correct relationships and mastering that energy. So I am sensing that you want to know who the soulmate is, and so I'm going to describe this as best I can. First of all, I feel like it's someone that you have already been romantically involved with and sexually and have a romantic sexual connection with, not just sexual. And so you've actually spent quality time with this person. I also feel that this you feel called to this, and you feel like this is just a natural progression. Like there's been children around you, and even though you have been around this person here, Virgo, they've opened up, the partner has opened up their life to you, and they've shared like children and all sorts of things in a short period of time, and it feels sort of divinely guided, and you're like wondering at the same time, what am I doing, what am I thinking, this is like too soon, too quick, too much. I feel like you put a stop to the relationship because you feel like it was just sexual, and yet is very sexual and satisfying in that regard, but you feel like you weren't seeing eye to eye. That's what I'm sort of sensing here, Virgo. So you pulled away, but you're really missing that connection, and now I feel is the time to, if you want to progress with that particular, it's one option for you. I feel like you have lots of options here, Virgo. One is past relationship that you just recently started. And the other thing is that you must release that old relationship fully and heal from it. You will heal when you actually, like, I feel like there's some actual papers and stuff signed. When that stuff is done, the finances are going to flow to you in a greater abundance. And you think you're going to lose money, but you're not. You're going to gain it. That's what I'm seeing, Virgo. It's important that you guys know that. You like your ducks in a row. Oh, another Fool card? Seriously? From a different deck? You have 2 Fool cards? Oh my goodness. Like, honestly, that is like you're embarking on something really great here. So this Pluto transit may very well be expanding your energies to the greatest potential of what you have. If you have worked on yourself and have gathered your finances and have been working on that this last month in September, and have worked through some emotional difficulties, I'm seeing that you're able to see through a lot of things, and you're able to have growth in many areas of where you didn't expect it. So expect some really good returns on that here, Virgo. That's what I'm seeing for you. I want to pull out some masters of guides, the guides that are working with you at this time. Boredom. Oh, you guys, you know, I was sensing that you're bored and you want to get out there in the world. So your boredom is allowing you to learn, understand more about your teaching ability. So where you feel, I feel bored, is those are the areas of where you need to sort of recognize, not that you have to do anything, you have to recognize where you did do things, and that you're worthy of your own company is what I'm sensing. Decisions, I feel like there's some decisions in work coming towards you. I'm also going to pull this out. I feel like shame. I feel like you feel like you didn't pull your weight in a past relationship, but I don't believe that that's true. But to a certain extent, you know everybody does that. You kind of did it on purpose, so it's not like you didn't. You don't know how or any of that. But I feel like you got bored with your other relationship. But at the same time, and with the Fool card, a new life. That's coming in very strong. So there's some energies that you need to work with. The energies of shame, of leaving that relationship behind, feeling like there's, I feel like there's financial issues, but they're straightened around now, and you came out on much more ahead than what you thought. So maybe you're feeling maybe a little shame about that too, but I feel like you don't need to do that to yourself. Gifts are coming to you. I'm sensing more money coming to you this month, Virgo. Money's always important to Virgos. So you're and keeping them in order. Those, I feel like some of you may be getting a bonus at work or promotion at work as well. Like you've proved a point with things, and you've actually made money, the company money that you work for, with some groups of Virgos as well. Self-control right now is important, I feel, with this boredom area for you. Know that new life is coming very, very soon. You have to be patient. I feel like is what the your guides are working with you with. One more and it flies out. Leadership. So I'm definitely seeing that you have leadership skills here. Some of you are becoming teachers, working in those lines, within those rays of energy. And so, some of you might find that that's boring, I'm sensing. So you want something different, and you're working towards it. So you're going to be rewarded for that boring work, treacherous work that you've been doing, and putting relationships on side. I feel like you've done the work. It's been boring, but you're ready to spring into a really good, healthy relationship is what I'm sensing. Sort of feeling like I need to pull one more card. Reconciliation. Interesting. There's another card here, codependency. I'm sort of feeling like maybe you might have wanted to get back with the person that you had a more serious, that you're actually like signing documents with and separating fully. I feel like you may have had like that nostalgic energy of you want back into that. But I feel like that's fleeting. It's creating codependency. And I also feel you have reconciliation with a soulmate that's that you know you're supposed to be with, that looks like work and you're like, I don't think I want to do all that, but then you end up doing it. You're like, okay, fine, because you know you love them. Virgos. You're so great too, very analytical about your love. But you know, a very loving and energy that I'm sensing coming in for you. Yes, some transitions, yes, some harder work to work through, but I'm definitely sensing that this is good for you and healthy for you and in a progressive state. I think you're going to be really happy that you did the work by, I'm sensing like before the end of November, beginning of November, you're going to sense, and I'm also seeing that you might have some difficulty going through this first week of October, but then after that things smooth out for you, and I'm seeing some romance come in, so that's really wonderful. Thank you very much for joining me on my page on Moonlight Divine, and thank you for joining me for this segment from my YouTube channel of the same name. And please join me there and subscribe, so we have a bunch of different things coming out on there, and any new videos that are posted, you're more than welcome to view them as well for additional information with your signs. I'm sensing here that also you may want to delve into, if you know your times of birth and all that, you'll want to get your additional signs going, so you understand deeper what aspects you're working with in where through these readings and where to apply them. You get more information from them. You'll get like 3-4 readings rather than just one video. So look back in time over the month over this reading and see what applies for you and what has been helpful for you. And don't forget to like and subscribe and share the things and comment on the things that you feel are helpful for you, or not helpful, whatever. So thank you very much, and all of the other information that you need about me is below, and we will see you guys tonight, if you guys are around, at 8 p.m. for a collective reading for everybody that wants to join in, and for who's going to be watching the video in the future. So lots of information will come through. I'm a little excited about it, to work with that goddess Venus, and we'll see you at 8 p.m. for the just before the Pluto transit. Talk to you later. Bye for now, Virgos. See you next week.